Okay, we decided to go to see the Glenfinnan Viaduct, which is famous because the Jacobite train, or the steam train, the Harry Potter one, goes across at 3:15. So we are hustling right now to get over to the viewing area like a true tourist. We're developing quite a little crowd over here, and there's another one right over there. Hello and good morning. Today we are in Glen Nevis, right next to Ben Nevis, the tallest mountain in the UK. And today we are going to be doing a waterfall hike. We are going to be chasing waterfalls. We are going to Steel Waterfall. We found it on All Trails the other day. I'm not really sure much about the trail, except it could be a little slippery, but not super difficult. That's just what I like to see. Danger of death. Come on, Kelsey, it's time for another adventure.
Makes me a little nervous when the last time we went on an adventure started hailing on me.
You want to tell us about your experience?
I was beaten up by small pieces of ice and it hurt very bad. I tried to use my backpack as a shield and that just made things worse somehow. So I just stood there for like 3 minutes while I was rained on with ice, and so it was lovely. It was beautiful. It was freezing by the time I got back to the car, but you know, Anna had it all warm for me. So.
I tried. I believe we have made it to the gorge, and it is gorgeous. I'm really sorry about that one. After exploring around the gorge for a while, we headed back to Fort William for the next item in our day, a whiskey distillery tour. Ben Nevis Distillery was founded in 1825 by Long John MacDonald and has been crafting malt whiskey from the highest water source in Scotland for nearly 200 years. Our tour guide took us around the site and taught us the history of the distillery and the process of making malt whiskeys. Malt whiskey is made almost entirely from malted barley. The first step in the process is called malting. The barley is soaked, spread out across a malting floor, dried and heated for about 3 weeks. This allows it to germinate and produce the enzymes needed to extract sugars. Next, the malted barley is ground into a flour and mixed with hot water to produce a slurry called mash. The mash is leached out 3 times before it can be moved to a washback and on to the next step, fermentation. The grains are mixed with water and yeast, and then the product is heated to form a concentrated vapor. The vapor is then distilled into a clear liquid. The whiskey is then placed in oak casks to be matured for a minimum of 3 years. The tour concluded with a tasting of several of their most popular whiskeys. Alright, we are nice and warm from our whiskey tasting, and now we're gonna go and walk around Fort William a little bit. Okay, Kelsey and I both got ourselves a pretty tartan blanket. This is mine. It is a muted Stuart tartan, and it's very pretty. It's neutral enough. I love it. Very excited about this purchase. Good morning from another beautiful day here in Scotland. Today we are sadly leaving the Highlands and we're going to take our car back to Livingston and go back to Edinburgh and start finishing up our trip here in Scotland. Let's get going. Let's find some breakfast, shall we? Bye, Little Red. Okay, now it's back to just walking. Jeez. Is it just me or is it way more crowded here than it was last time? There is so many people, oh my god. A casual film crew. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, we finished our souvenir shopping for the day. Now we are off to get some dinner and go to a pub and enjoy our last night here in Scotland. That's it for this episode and my time here in Scotland. The stunning landscapes and rich culture of the Scottish Highlands make it a must-see destination. I had such an amazing time learning about the history of the region, hiking in Loch Lomond and Skye, listening to traditional music, and trying some delicious whiskeys along the way. But it wouldn't have been half as fun without my co-star for this series, Kelsey. Kelsey, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure and letting me be the passenger princess for our road trip. Be sure to join me next time as I head back to London to spend a few final days before making the journey home. And as always, hit that subscribe button to see more adventures to come. Thanks for watching!